Hi, everybody. Uh, um, so many things have run through my brain today. Uh, so I'm gonna try and get this all out and make it as coherent as possible. Please stick around and hear me out. I'm gonna talk about what I think the Matrix is. I've probably talked about it in the past. It's like a weird thought form that is in my brain, but it's almost like a dream. Like it's slipping away as I'm trying to grasp it. But I'm gonna try, okay? So, in the movie The Matrix, Neo is searching for answers. Morpheus finds him, and he gives him a pill, and next thing you know, he wakes up from the Matrix and finds out that he's living in this, like, post-apocalyptic landscape where everything is dead and you live underground. But you are able to connect to the Matrix, which is a computer program, so that way you can go in and out and try and bring more people out into the real world, right? But this is a movie, and the movie has to have truth and lies, because there's a spectrum, and it goes this side and that side. And it's up to us to decipher the code, right? We're hackers hacking the code, okay? So, the Matrix, in the movie, is telling you that you are a battery to the robots, right? You're just a battery, and that's all you are, and they're harvesting humans left and right. Which is a great visual. It was a great visual. I'm not gonna lie, me and my friends ate that movie up in 1999, and 2000 and 2001 and so on and so forth. We were obsessed almost with that movie. But it was just because it was a cool movie. It was a cool concept. Trench coats, hello. Thanks, Columbine, for ruining that. But anyways, so what is the Matrix? Well, in the movie, Neo is awake, but he is able to continue to go in and out, from real world to Matrix, real world to Matrix. And for some odd reason, this makes me think of a picture. Do you remember a long time ago when there was a picture of a dog, like a black lab, but then when your eyes shifted, it was all of a sudden like a creepy clown? Do you remember that? Now, when you see a photo like that, you're going to see what you first see. And someone else will be like, oh, you didn't see this? And you're like, no, I do not see that. I see a dog. Okay, well, here, look, this is where the nose is, and this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's the clown. Huh, it's been there this whole time. Okay, so if you get really good at it, you can go from dog to clown, and your perception will shift, right? Yeah. Okay. That ability to go from the dog, to the clown, is kind of what I'm talking about as far as understanding what the Matrix is. And what Neo's doing when he's going in and out. He's shifting his perspective. Okay? So, what is the Matrix? I think the Matrix is the entire box that tells us that human beings have to go to work in order to live on this planet. It's the box that says, you've got to do this. You've got to go to school because the government says so. You have to eat 3 meals a day based off of this pyramid of what is supposed to happen in your daily, like, everything about our life is designed to keep you in this teeny tiny little box. Is it a computer program, or is it programming? What if it's, you have to learn, you have to decode your code and learn that you don't have to live in that circus, the animal farm, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to live in that program. Because all it takes is decoding the constructs that have made you believe everything that you believe right now and shift the perspective. And all of a sudden, now you're like, all of these things that I used to follow the rules, I used to follow all the rules. I took pride in my ability to be a workhorse. I took pride in the fact that I was breaking my fucking body to be part of the team. Is that a program? Is that programming? Because the second that my work started pushing back and saying you're not doing enough, when I was already doing everything and my world was crashing and my kids were falling apart, my family was falling apart, and then all of a sudden you're going to call me into the office and say that my absences are the result of me not giving a shit? I'm just not going to give a shit anymore if that's how you feel. And that's what happened. My box that kept me in a very specific space that was miserable crashed, burned, shattered. Being able to go in and out of the matrix, it's not about leaving the whole program. It's about being able to weave in and out and not letting the Agent Smiths get you caught up. So, let's say you crack the code. You become your own boss, which is what I am. I am my own boss. You crack the code. You're your own boss. Now, your world is not revolved around the man. Damn the man. Save the empire, right? Your world changes. And honestly, the only thing that they can really tax is money. So if you figure out how to become your own boss without the confines of money, currency that we've all known and hated and loved at the same time, guess what? There's no longer any string saying, hey, get back over here. You're not supposed to do that. Nope. All of that's gone. You're no longer the battery that charges the bullshit. Now, you are a virus. And what happens when a virus happens on a computer program? The Agent Smiths, the ones that are like, hey, you're fucking this up for me. They get mad. They get upset. They want to shit on you and make you feel like you're crazy. But you're not. You're not. You're just seeing the patterns. You're recognizing patterns. Going in and out of the matrix is being able to be alive and present in this world, and also be alive and present in the matrix world, and open the eyes of the other people who are stuck in that programming, thinking that this is the way it is, this is how it is, this is just how it is. No, the fuck it's not. I'm sorry for yelling, but that one little sentence, that's just how it is. No. That is how it's been. Because none of us have recognized the patterns. But we are recognizing the patterns now, aren't we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we all been watching the Cat Williams clips. Cat Williams understands pattern recognition, guys. He's telling you. He's telling you. And you're like, oh, how dare he? How could he? He just sees the patterns and he's fucking calling them out. And when you call them out, guess what? They go away. Bullies. What does bullies do when you stop giving them energy? They leave you alone. They're like, you suck. I'm out. And they go find someone else to torment. Because they no longer torment you, so it's no longer fun. That's an Agent Smith. So, do we understand what leaving the Matrix is? It's not an actual program. It's not a program. It's the programming around our mental mind. How we see things, how we view things is the programming. You don't have to be a battery anymore when you cut your energy off and you stop responding to the programming that makes you get mad. Okay? Good morning, everybody. Today's my day off, so I'm going to try and make a couple of videos today. First things first, I noticed that, no, let me take that back. First things first, me and my wife decided to watch Home Improvement the other night. And I just watched a TikTok where someone was talking about how in the 90s, TGI Friday to be exact, every time something would happen, a conflict would happen between the parents and the kids, whether the parent was right or not, they would usually go up and talk to the kids in their space and give them the attention and love that they needed in that moment. And she was talking about how our parents didn't do that, and somebody said, well, that was just fantasy. No, it wasn't just fantasy. Hear me out. If we do live in a simulation, no, fuck that. Let's imagine we live in a simulation. And there are people out there who have always been out of the loop. They don't quite fit it. I'm one of those people. I have learned that I am a starseed, indigo child, light bringer, you name it. I believe that in myself. I am one of those people. First wave, I think. Okay, so anyways, let's imagine we live in a simulation. And this is the time, this is the game, this is the movie, this is the show, the big show. Right now is when all of those first wavers, all of those light bringers, all of those indigo children, starseeds are going to help, right? Because there's going to be a massive reveal. I don't know, I kind of see it as more and more new species are going to pop up. Maybe people are going to start seeing more faces, pareidolia, in whatever they're looking at, and they're going to think twice, like, did I really just see a face? You probably did. Not going to lie. And the only reason why I say that is because there's a spot in one of my books where this kid, his name is Kellen, and he's looking at this oak tree, and he's like, I don't see anything. And then the unicorn that he's hanging out with, of course, is like, just let your eyes adjust. Now, I know how to do that, because my eyes, I have astigmatism. I can unfocus my eyes on the whim. So I'm assuming he unfocuses his eyes, and bam, there she is, in the tree. You wouldn't have been able to notice her at glance, but you let your eyes adjust and stop the focus, and boom, there you go. There she is. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm talking about TGI Friday. Anyways, everything is a design, and it's honestly, this world wide web of design that has been thrown over us is honestly, like, when you actually start putting things together and connecting dots, it is amazing. Like, that hit that you get in your chest and your body, up your spine, when you connect something from your past to now, to the future, to everything that's going on, and it makes sense. Oh my God. That's that snake oil, baby. If everything has been designed for us to be in this moment right now, there's my crow friend, then of course, TGI Fridays, TGI Friday, Home Improvement, Family Matters, Full House, Step by Step, all of those shows, go back and watch an episode of one of those shows and you will see what I'm talking about. Because here's the deal. I've learned, especially after my whole awakening, I am seeing everything in a completely different light. I'm going back and re-watching things, and I'm like, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? You're not looking for it, right? You're not looking for it. It was always there. You just couldn't see it. Because your mind has only the ability Oh, shit. Whew. Okay, your mind only has the ability to see what it knows. Did you hear me? Your eyes only have the ability to see what it knows. And it proves itself over and over and over again, because like I said, I don't know about you, but I loved the movie Dirty Dancing. Okay? When I was a kid, I thought that was the best movie ever. Dirty Dancing. Rewatched it lately. Holy shit. Why did my parents let me watch that? 1. 2, that's besides the point. But Penny got knocked up. I thought Penny just got beat up. Not gonna lie. Anyways, to me, that's kind of like what is going to happen with us when it's time to start introducing the Fae back into our world. Because I am a full-on believer in the Fae. So there's that. And I also think that the whole trickster element of the Fae is probably because they got tired of being taken advantage of by shit human beings who don't know how to use their brains and were just taking advantage. So they had to come up with a way to give the ones who were worthy of their talents, of their abilities, of their gifts, of everything. They had to come up with a riddle. And if you solve the riddle, hey, guess what? We're friends. But the second you start taking advantage of them, that's when things shift. That's when it starts to become a problem. Now, let's just say that this whole system would have been harmonious even to this day had we not had greedy people take over and start trying to dictate what happens. No, Faye's not down with that. But hear me out. What if they're going to make a comeback? And the reason why they're going to make a comeback is because we're all believing again. Because we're the kids who grew up loving fantasy. We watched Lord of the Rings. We watched The Hobbit. Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, god damn, it is designed for us to be able to introduce the Fae back into the world. We're the fucking ones who've been reading those books. I honestly think that if it wasn't for TGI Friday and every show that was on that whole station at night, Friday nights, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So whoever is behind TGI Friday is the good guys, because they helped us. They helped us see, literally, what we needed to know, how we needed to be in the future. And I know that a lot of us have said, I'm not going to do what my parents did. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But sometimes frustrations, work, life, you name it, anything can just derail you from your upbringing, which was TGI Friday, and you turn into your parents anyways. But as long as you can communicate with your kids, which is number one, honestly, explain to them what it is that you're feeling, because they deserve to know how you feel too. And in all honesty, if you shed some light on that dark corner in their brain, they will be able to process your emotional instabilities when they occur, instead of just trying to guess, what did I do? No, baby, you didn't do anything. I am just tired and my brain is going a million miles a second. Please just give me a minute. So anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Probably keep making videos because I feel it in me today. But remember to say hi to the trees, to thank the sky for another beautiful day, and, you know, say out loud, I believe in fairies, because they believe in you.